So a great performance here from Amber Burke from Australia. She'll be relieved to get a really good final swim in the bag. It was disappointing for her yesterday. We've seen her do 200 metres in the past, and boy, it would have been a monster of an event if she had nailed the 200 yesterday and then backed it up today with something of a similar distance, around that 150 mark, which she knows she's capable of in the dynamic no fin. I mean, she's basically smoking most of the guys in this discipline, in this sport, in fact in Australia at the moment, so it's great to see. Freediving is a sport where there's actually little difference between the males and the females insofar as ability in any of the disciplines. The gap's quite small, and people like Amber are great evidence of that. So great swim from her today. She'll still be smarting from yesterday. Again, we take those red cards pretty close to heart, so yeah, hopefully she's really happy with her performance today. Okay, next up we've got Mark Williams. So he's on the side of the pool now, getting underway. Again, he's another athlete who's up and coming. He's decided to go without the wetsuit today. He will carry, it looks like he's got around about a 2.5 kg neck weight that he's going to wear. Also doesn't look like he's going to wear weight around the waist, so it'll be interesting to see what his position is in the water today. It is difficult to really figure out where to, how to wait for a pool that's this shallow. In the deeper water it's much easier. This has a gradual decline to get deeper down to 1.7, and then again it's coming very shallow in the shallow end up at a 0.9 meters in depth, which is hard. On your turn, big guys, especially like Jack Hadfield, who we've got swimming later today, half your body's almost out of the water. You're trying to keep your head under, and if you've packed a lot of air and you're hunched over, it makes it awfully hard to just to get off that wall and do a nice clean push without sort of ruffling the surface and creating a wake. So I'll be quiet now because we've got Mark entering the water. He's got about 1:30 before he takes off. Another athlete who's opted to have no warm-up, no preparation, won't even facially submerge before the dive. Looking really confident. We'll see what Mark can do for us today.
Yeah, sure, go.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Official clock. 1.
So Mark Williams often swimming now in the dynamic no fins event. Nice relaxed stroke, looks very calm and comfortable. Great way to start a long swim. A lot of the athletes, if you're going to swim a good solid distance, you want to treat that first 50 meters as almost like your warm-up. Because you haven't done a warm-up beforehand, you really want to not worry too much about your technique in the opening 50. Instead, just really relax, allow yourself to kind of loosen up and just get used to being back in the water, and allow the dive response to begin to do its work after you come past that 50 meter mark. So Mark has an interesting style. For those of you who are watching on the internet live feed that we're running today, Mark's style is very relaxed, very comfortable, but after his kick goes straight into the arm pull. So not a big glide, no glide whatsoever after the leg kick, which is quite different from most athletes. He's done a nice touch there at 50 meters heading back. Nice powerful arm strokes from Mark. That's where he gets his longest glide, is after this really strong stroke. He is tracking quite high in the water column though, which means I can see a wake forming on the surface. When you have that ripples across the surface, it means that you're actually losing a lot of your glide momentum because the energy is being transferred into wave action at the surface. The ideal column of water to swim through is mid-water. Hard to judge in a pool that's so shallow though. Mark coming back, he's done a safe touch at 75 metres. Still holding his form, not speeding up. Looks like a good swim from Mark so far. Nice and calm coming up to 100 metres. It's a great performance. As the look sees the wall.
100.
Clean touch. Pushes off. Normally see most athletes starting to accelerate after 100 metres. You're kind of at that stage where there's no real gain now to be going slow. You just got to start picking up the pace. Is exactly what we see Mark doing now, because you're in a state of anaerobic swimming at that stage anyway. He's come to the surface, gone through his protocol in about 3 seconds, and looking rock solid as he leans on the side rail there of the pool, looking straight at the judges. He's thought a lot about his exit and he's done very well. Looked like a swim that was well within his ability at the moment, so he's obviously trained very hard for this event. Just waiting on a final answer from the judges on whether there have been any penalties to apply for the performance of Mark Williams. Now they're trying to do their mathematics and add up how far he swum, and they're disagreeing over that as well. White card, 118 metres for Mark Williams. It's a fantastic swim, a great performance. Again, it was a performance that looked very comfortable, very much within his ability. So we'll try to get a minute to have a chat with Mark once he comes out.